There's something that no one tells you about working in cybersecurity. The loudest roles aren't always the most powerful. Yes, SOC analysts get the alerts. Red teamers run the simulations. Engineers build the defenses. But the people shaping how the business runs safely, the ones who ensure that the company doesn't collapse under its own chaos, that is GRC. Governance, risk, and compliance. And GRC analysts, they're not just policy people, they are risk architects. They don't wait for threats. They design systems that prevent them from becoming existential. Let me explain how. Think of a building. You could install the best smoke detectors on the planet. But if the exits are blocked or the structure is unstable, it's still unsafe. In cyber, firewalls and alerts are your smoke detectors. But governance, risk, and compliance, they are your architecture. GRC analysts don't work in emergencies. They build a system to ensure that those emergencies don't happen in the first place. That includes mapping risk across teams, building processes for compliance, ensuring that vendors aren't liabilities, creating escalation flows, ensuring that the business meets legal, ethical, and financial expectations, preparing the company for audit, insurance, regulation, and reality. Unlike siloed roles, GRC connects the dots between IT security, legal, HR, finance, product, compliance officers, and the board. You are the translator of security. You speak regulation to legal. You speak risk to finance. You speak controls to IT. You're not just a middleman. You're the one deciding how trust operates across the entire business. And the truth is, in 2025 and beyond, trust is currency. Hackers get the press, but here's what doesn't go to headlines. A risk analyst flags a gap in a vendor's SOC 2 report. That equals a company avoiding a $7 million lawsuit. A compliance analyst updates a privacy policy. That ensures that a company passes a GDPR audit without any fines. A GRC pro leads a tabletop simulation. That equals incident response working flawlessly in real time. A junior analyst refines access control. Insider threats are blocked before it starts. Nobody claps. There is no media coverage. But inside the boardroom, you are now trusted, respected, heard. That is real power. Cyber is changing fast. The SEC wants real-time incident disclosure. AI regulation is coming. Cyber insurance now demands audit-proof framework. Vendors are legally liable for your security. Privacy law enforcement is up 300% globally. And leadership can't hide behind "we didn't know." Every company needs to answer one question. Can we prove that we are doing the right things, even when nothing goes wrong? That is a GRC question. And companies that can't answer it are losing deals, getting fined, or bleeding trust. Here's what you don't need: a computer science degree to know how to code, to be technical at all. Here is what you do need: a brain that loves clarity, communication skills across teams, an eye for detail, a comfort with systems, checklists, and frameworks, and the ability to think, where could this all go wrong? Teachers, project managers, admins, customer service leads, paralegals, analysts, and nurses. These people make incredible GRC pros because they've already been solving real-world problems with no glory for years. GRC gives them a title and a paycheck to match. GRC is also one of the fastest pathways to leadership because it builds cross-functional visibility, decision-making credibility, strategic trust, business acumen. And you're not just in the room when things go wrong. You are in the room before the decision is made. That's why so many CISOs, chief risk officers, and compliance VPs started in GRC. They weren't trying to be famous. They were building resilience quietly. And people noticed. If you want a career that's respected across every industry, built for strategic thinkers, always evolving but never chaotic, and lets you influence business before anything breaks, then you don't need to become a hacker. You need to become a risk architect. Drop GRC in the comments below if you want a playbook that turns your skills into a powerful GRC resume and your calm thinking into a career in security that actually scales. Because you don't need to chase headlines to change the game.